He is now with Dark Horse. I am blown away by this development, and it's a huge, huge get for Dark Horse.
It's an industry sort of shaking move.
Yep.
Now, Dark Horse made a real big splash a few years ago with Scott Snyder. And with his properties originating with Comixology, but then getting a lot of Scott Snyder stuff and having all those books be published through Dark Horse. And then they reacquired Stan Sakai and brought Usagi Yojimbo from IDW back home to Dark Horse. And now we get this, right?
Yeah,
I mean, this is friggin' huge. Like they have like every year for the past few years now, they've made these sort of major acquisitions. And I gotta tell you, like the Scott Snyder books have been great.
Yep.
Usagi Yojimbo is Usagi Yojimbo. That's a massive property. And this, they not only get his books and new stuff that he's going to do, but also like the Netflix stuff. And what I love too is that starting in the new year, they're going to sort of be republishing a lot of his stuff that he had done in Image.
Yes. We got, so it's the Magic Order,
yep.
Nemesis Reloaded, Nightclub Volume 1, Wanted in Big Game. And these are actually library editions, these last few. Wanted in Big Game, the Ambassadors, and then there's Magic Order Library Edition as well. So yeah, huge stuff. So if you haven't read these before, you'll be able to get them. And also his first title there is going to be, Nemesis Rogues Gallery. So Nemesis is a character that I've talked about on here in the past. Joe and I have talked about Big Game quite a bit on here as well. That ended fairly recently, and it was awesome.
This apparently picks up like the Big Game crossover event that happened is sort of like the catalyst for what's going to sort of usher in this new era of Millar World, at Dark Horse. So like just huge stuff.
Yeah, and also a little note too that we've found out in the course of things. We talk about editors. The only other active editor that we've had on the show is Daniel Shaban, of course, of Dark Horse. He is going to be the editor of Millar World. He was also editing the Snyder books as well. He does a lot of Cullen's stuff as well, including one of the books that we're going to be talking about today. So some pretty damn cool stuff there. Good to see a friend of the show getting this awesome opportunity too. He's been crushing it over there for a while now. But yeah, it's a major, wild move for Dark Horse. And Dark Horse does put quite a bit of stuff on Netflix as well. Of course, most notably Umbrella Academy. And I really hope that like there are some titles that I've just been wondering for a bit now. Why have we not seen this Mark Millar story on Netflix yet? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some recent titles that I'd love to see there right away, but there's stuff that's been out for a bit that I'm kind of surprised about how it hasn't gotten that opportunity, but maybe that'll change. Maybe it won't. I'm just excited for the comic side of things. This is great for Dark Horse. This is one of the biggest moves we've seen from any publisher for a little while now.